The first-time diamond buyers should feel comfortable coming here because our selection at the Golden Diamond Source is as large as you can imagine. So they don't have to worry about going to a store and feeling pressured about buying something. We educate them and they can make the right choice based on what's important to them.
Everyone has a story to tell. It's my mission to tell it. Unscripted, unedited, we are on the record.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarina Fazan and welcome to On the Record and my favorite sub-series of all, Love in America. Oh boy, and do I love this couple, Chris and Lisa Pearson. Lisa Pearson is sitting here like, okay, I'm really nervous about this. Sarina, are you kidding? And you look so beautiful in your yellow.
Thank you, my husband picked it.
Oh, he did?
He did.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that is adorable. Speaking of picking clothes though, I have been mentioning this on social media, but a very big announcement. LabelSwap, Chris and Lisa Pearson own this amazing store, and they actually provide my wardrobe. What do you think?
I love it.
What do you think?
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, and you know, I have to say, okay, I would have never, I'm not good at picking things out, you know, so thank you for being my fashion designer because I would not have put this together. I need to go out tonight, don't you think?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Lisa has a forte for that for sure.
Well, we are so excited to have you on.
As you do too.
And especially on this day, February the 18th, of course, this will be playing, you know, on my Roku channel and everywhere else. But the show is running live on the 18th. And I mentioned the 18th because how long have you guys been married?
18
18
years.
years.
And they are so cute. Okay, before we started, they're holding hands. Lisa, you know what's so funny? You know, I always tell you that you are going to make me live longer because you make me laugh so much. But you're more quiet.
Of course.
You're nervous. Are you nervous? She should not be nervous.
She's doing fine. Give her a minute.
She's doing great. Okay. I have the perfect opportunity to give you a minute because
Okay.
what we're going to do first, we're going to brag about your store a little bit.
Perfect.
We're going to go to a video that we took and explain the store a bit, and then we'll talk about the store, and then we'll get to the nitty-gritty and talk about your love story. All right, let's take the video.
LabelSwap is a retail store that you can bring in the items you don't want anymore. We will buy them for either a cash offer or store credit, and you can also shop the items as well. We carry anything from H&M, Lululemon, up to your luxury items like Gucci and Louis Vuitton. There's nothing really around like it here in the market. It is a fun, personalized experience.
And that's just one of many clips that we have. But I'm so proud of you guys in the store.
Thank you. The clip is flattering. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Well, you know, Beth Weber, our senior producer here and head videographer, is just amazing. But your store is amazing. And
Thanks.
earlier this month, they held a sip and shop for me as well, right before Valentine's Day. And there were many, I've gotten such positive feedback, and so many people that could not come in that night, because there was an American Heart Association event that night as well, or have gone into your store and love it.
Well, appreciate that. Thank you.
So tell us about the store.
So Lisa and I, we love to travel. We ran into a concept that's not in the state or not in the immediate area. And we started talking about it. So we decided we wanted to bring something fresh and something new to Tampa. Kind of combining the skills. I have some retail background, entrepreneurial, and we started putting this model together. It took us about 1.5 years to build the whole thing out between the software and sourcing racks and fixtures and the design and the layout. And we came up with LabelSwap. So it's we're really proud of it. We like the way it looks inside. We like the way it functions. Like every business, we have some growing hiccups we're trying to figure out, but so far it's been good.
I mean, it's a gorgeous store. It's on Kennedy in Tampa, and it's right next to Fox 13. So a lot of the anchors
Come over.
Yeah, came over. Kelly Ring, locally in Tampa, announced her retirement this month as well. We congratulate her and all her accomplishments.
I know. I spoke to her at the Philanthropic Women's Luncheon.
Yes,
And she wants to bring her. She goes, "What can I bring?" I go, "All of it."
I know, and it's, you know what's also so wonderful about your store? It's very unique that it has men's clothing.
Correct.
Can you talk about that a little bit? Like, why did you guys decide to also bring in men's clothing?
Well, because I know men probably really don't enjoy shopping, but there's nothing like that for men. There's really no retail for men for an upscale resale environment. So I think that helps
guys as well.
Helps guys as well. I think it's really neat when I have worked in the store or have been in the store that more in the evening times, it's neat. You see the entire family come and shop. So the men are shopping, the kids are shopping, the moms are shopping. All of them walk out with something. All of them find something. So it's kind of, you could kind of just make it an experience for the family. They're like, yeah, we come and do this, and then we go and eat afterwards.
I know, how fun. Okay, so I have to say, it was so funny. So the Love in America series is my absolute favorite. So I always figure, if I need to get my hair done or something like that, why don't I get it done before the show or the night before? So last night I was with my hairdresser, and she came, she
loved the store as well.
She loved the store. But she brings in her son, who's 18, so he brings in these bags into the salon, and he's like, I want to take these to LabelSwap, so you could be expecting 18-year-old Alex to come in. That's why I asked you the question about the hangers.
Okay, yeah.
You know, so he had some things on hangers. So you guys say don't bring things in hangers.
Nope.
Yep.
Bring them in bags.
And Wednesdays and Sundays are days you do not buy.
Yeah, that's just a temporary thing right now. We've had a lot of positive response and feedback from the community. A lot of people want to dispose of their clothing in this manner, maybe before a donation process or something along those lines. So they bring it to us first, and between kind of some staffing issues and other things, we've been happy to have that kind of response, but sometimes it's overwhelming. So it's only temporary.
Yeah, no, but you guys, I'm telling you, and I love what you just said, Chris, and I definitely, believe me, I'm spending so long on the store because I love the store, but I can't wait to get to your love story. But, no, I love that. You know, like I honestly, I do donate to a lot of charities, but sometimes, you know, you buy something and you think, oh, well, you know, maybe I spent a little on this. So that's what I do. I like to take it to the LabelSwap, consign it, use it for credit, and then donate the rest. So it's, you know, it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're looking for items like you would see like an international mall, that brand level. We're looking for anything that, you know, maybe you don't wear anymore, maybe it's brand new and it doesn't fit you. Our software goes on the market, and it basically helps us determine the value, and we give you some money or a store credit, and you can shop away.
I love it. Love it. So we encourage everybody to go down there. And you guys don't ship or anything yet, right? Because we have viewers from all over the country.
We did have, because we opened 2 years ago, so then COVID hit, so we tried to put things online, and that helped us for a while, but it was also difficult as well, asking the question, you know, the questions as to not as size, but I mean more than just size and color, and does it have this, does it have that?
Return policies.
Right.
There's a lot
Oh
of
my
challenges with online. It's great. You open up to a wider audience, but we decided at the end of the day to pull the plug on that and just stick with the brick and mortar.
It was great for accessories. It was better for accessories and not clothing.
And not clothing. Well, guys, I mean, listen, I am also very blessed to be the host of Unlocking Tampa Bay for Visit Tampa Bay. And so it's great that you're brick and mortar because we are #1 in the country right now for visitation.
That's awesome.
And hotel occupancy.
Well, it's interesting, again, when I'm in the store working, and that's the question I ask, how did you hear about us? And it's whether they're Googling it or I'm in from out of town. I love to thrift, and y'all popped up. So again, there's friends coming. I mean, people really make it an experience, which is really neat to see.
That's awesome, and that's awesome. And hopefully, okay, we're going to make sure that we put LabelSwap on this on the Metabyte. It's Gail Guayardo, my friend Gail Guayardo, who's also in television, is like, you know, you got to learn how to do the, you know. But yes, but
the
that's
hashtags and whatever.
Oh my gosh, our generation. Oh gosh. Okay, so now speaking of our generation. Lisa and I first met because of our girls, and it was at
Small
Blessings, which is part of a local church in Tampa, Hyde Park.
United Methodist.
Yes, yes, and then you also are so charitable, and you sit on a lot of
Joseph's. I've been on, helped with the fashion show and the Philanthropic Women of St. Joseph's Hospital. So that's how I'm like, come and model.
And that's how we really got to know each other. But I have loved this couple for years, and thank you so much for supporting me in my new venture.
Oh,
I really
think it's
appreciate
great.
it.
Yep.
Good for you.
All right, so those fun questions are out now. And I want to tell the crew I'm probably going to go longer on this show because we spent time on this story. Okay, so let's get to the love story. When did you guys first meet?
All right, I'll answer that. So we were actually friends first. So we had a group of people, mostly single. Everybody enjoyed each other's company. girls, guys, we would go out all the time. And of course, this was in my late 20s. Now I'm 50, but it's been a while. But we used to have fun in South Tampa and do all kinds of stuff. And Lisa and I met through a friend of ours, a mutual friend, and we were buddies. So I would go on a date, Lisa would go on a date, and then it started to turn out where the dates were talking, and then Lisa and I were talking, and then I started calling her at night to make sure she got home okay, and kind of manifested from that. So
He would courier over, dating ourselves, CDs.
Oh, oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Okay, courier over CDs of what, music?
Music.
Oh my, okay, okay.
she got a little ahead of herself. She told me she would never date me, and that's what I
'cause
said.
I'm like,
I'm hiring the courier. I'm hiring a courier, and I'm sending things to her. So she'd make a comment like, I love that song. Well, then she got a CD with the song.
You are kidding. Okay, so on the show, I always say, I do not like the Reader's Digest version. I prefer the New York Times. So we're going to go back. You guys said, you both graduated from college at this point.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
So you were in your later 20s.
Yep.
Okay, and
I worked in Dallas for a while and then came back. He was in Miami and came back. He went to Florida Southern and then moved down to Miami to start a business and then came back up to check on the family business.
He's such a good guy. I know. And that's what you talk about a lot, too. That's so sweet. And your family's an awesome family. All right, so you guys are, how long would you say you were friends?
Probably 5 months, 6 months, something like that.
At the beginning, did you think she was like, oh, she's cute? Or was it really just through the lens of a friend?
For me, it was truly the lens of a friend, but then Lisa's pretty contagious if you know her. So,
yes.
You start to kind of have a good time, and then you have a better time, and then you kind of see something there. And to be honest with you, for me, I met her family. And when I met her mom and dad at a football game, I was like, it's something kind of sparked there. So it was important to me to have a good family background. And when I met her mom and dad, I was like, oh, my goodness. So.
And I want to talk about that more on the second half of the show, about your families. So at this point, though, okay, so you guys are friends, and then you actually tell him you're not going to date him.
Nope.
And you did not see him romantically at all at this point.
No, it was funny for me when I met him because through the mutual friend, because back in the day he had a goatee and the other friend had a goatee. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh my God, trying to remember names, you know?
Who's who?
Who is who? And I could be like, okay, who is who? So they don't look anything alike, but I was always like, okay, who is who?
You did a great impression. You didn't even know.
But anyways, I did always enjoy our phone calls because if I would go up to my parents live in North Tampa. I lived on Davis Islands. So we would talk on the drive home, or if we were home, we would talk at night. And so we heard the train last night. So you know the train tracks that run through like
South
Tampa.
South
Tampa, yes.
So the horn was blowing last night. He goes, "Oh, that's our train," because we would hear it through each other's phone calls. It's like so silly.
No, that's so but isn't that so romantic though? It's like, okay, the horn of a train brings back such amazing memories for you guys.
Yeah.
Like you just never know, right? So you think, Lisa, you said you thought, you weren't sure, but it was the restaurant called Mangroves where you guys first met. That's on Howard Avenue.
That's kind of where we would hang out all the time.
That was our stomping.
Yeah, have a good time over there.
We were in a dual, like a co-ed softball team, and Mangroves sponsored us.
Oh, so okay, that's perfect.
Most people have beer places. We had the martini
We
place
had the
sponsor
martini
us.
places. We had martinis named after our whole entire team.
I think we should encourage other restaurants to start doing that because look at the love stories that can come out of it.
Yeah.
All right. So when did it cross into romance?
Go ahead.
Maine.
When?
Maine. Well, probably a little bit before that. So it was actually this weekend. It was this weekend. It was President's Weekend. So because I worked for a tower company, and it was bought out by another tower company, and we've never had President's Day off. So with the new tower company, they're like, oh no, we take off President's Day. So we went down to South Beach.
With your group of friends?
With our group of friends.
All right, okay.
So we were down in South Beach, and
at this point, I want to interrupt you there. At this point, how many times had you curried things to her, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, it was every day at that point. I mean, if I'm committed, I'm going in.
Okay.
So I do that with everything in my life. I went all in. I'm like, you guys are every day you're taking this girl something.
Hot damn. So like I love that. I'm allowed to say that on this show. Okay, hot damn. So how long had that been going on? A month? 2
Yeah, maybe like 3 weeks or 4 weeks.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so now you're going, like the crew's already right. Like, yeah, we're not going to go to a commercial break yet because this show's going to be longer. Okay, so then you go to South Beach.
We go to South Beach, have a blast, and then we're driving back from South Beach. His dad calls, and his parents have a house in Maine, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, the snow is epic. You'll have to come up and see the snow and come snowmobiling." So Chris is like, "Okay, who's up for going to Maine next weekend? Next weekend, literally next weekend." I am so he rented a minivan, so I'm in the third row. I will, and my other friend goes, "I will," and two of his friends said, "We will." So we looked at flights on Monday morning or Tuesday morning, and then I loved it back in the day when you were able to buy a ticket 4 days in advance
for $100.
For like $100.
Yep, we were just talking about that.
And so did that, and this was hilarious. I called my boss Friday morning. I was like, "Oh, that's back in the day. I didn't have a cell phone, calling on the pay phone."
And they're paging in the background.
I go, "Ray, Ray, I don't feel good. I'm not coming into work." Paging so and so, please pick up the nearest page telephone. I go, "Okay, I will see you Monday. Bye."
So Maine is where we had our first kiss.
Our first kiss was in Maine.
Okay, so
right in the kitchen, Mom. Sorry.
Okay, okay. I have to ask. Okay, I'm sorry. I just have to. How did the kiss happen? Were you guys just like? How did it happen?
I was just kind of tired of the friend role. I'm like taking that off. I'm done with this. We're doing this. Let's go ahead. We're giving it a try.
So he leans over.
Yeah, this was probably like at 11 o'clock midnight or something like that. Yeah. So, and then we stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning. Had to wake up at probably 6 to drive to Portland because their house is 2.5 hours away from the coast.
So when he kissed you, though,
I kissed back.
And so were you like?
I didn't push away.
Like, clearly, you guys have been married.
I was all in.
We're all in. Okay. So at this point, we will go to a break because I want to know after that first kiss. I mean, were you guys all in? But hold that thought. Okay, hold that thought because we're going to go to a commercial break.
Got it.
We're going to go to a break now, and we'll be right back.
Looking for the perfect gift? February's birthstone is amethyst. It promotes healing and balance in your life. It also symbolizes strength, friendship, and loyalty, and it's a 6th anniversary stone. Amethysts range from a deep purple to the palest shade of pastel lavender. Our Emily collection of affordable gold and diamond jewelry is always stylish and unique. It will be cherished for a lifetime. And make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond.
Thinking about getting engaged, planning to upgrade your wedding ring, or finally getting that Rolex?
The Golden Diamond Source can help you in many ways.
You can start a layaway plan for only 10% down and 6 monthly payments.
Take advantage of our 3 to 5 year interest-free financing.
Or you can trade in your old broken jewelry and use it towards a new purchase.
Come to the Golden Diamond Source and find that perfect gift for the ones that you love.
I just want to give a personal thank you to the Golden Diamond Source too, and Julie Weintraub, who, you know, we announced this week that they were
yes, that's awesome.
The show, and thank you. And
cool.
She's so philanthropic, and you guys are also sponsors of the network. So again, thank you so much. I mean, I can't even tell you how much I appreciate it. But I'm still glowing about your first kiss story. Okay, so I'm sorry. Like, okay, let's get that out of the way. Let's go back to the love story. All right, so the first kiss, Lisa, you're all in now.
Yep.
Now, from that point on, though, were you guys both like, was that it? Did you date anybody else, or
Nope. Nope.
That was it.
That was it.
Kind of went pretty fast track from there. So
what happened from there? I mean, how long did you guys date?
Then we
for a
had
long
our
time?
first date. We considered having our first date.
yeah, formal, like true.
Formal, yeah. So that, and then just continued on having fun, football games. Took him to the St. Joe's Gala, and
Took me to Auburn. We had a lot of fun there.
Yep,
Lisa
took him
went to Auburn.
meet all of my college friends, and they're like, "We like him."
Don't friends matter, don't you guys think? Because I want to go back to what Chris mentioned too. at the first half of the show. So you talked about, Chris, when you met Lisa's family, you just clicked with the family.
Yeah, very much so.
Why was that so important to you?
I guess just previous relationships. My family's very important to me. My family's very small. It was my grandmother, my dad, mom, and myself. I don't have any brothers or sisters. So when I met Lisa's family, you know, you've got this core family of 13 members, 16 members, and then you've got extended family of like 50. I was invited to one of the family reunions, and I'm like, wow, this is, but they get together every year, and most families don't do that, and they talk and they laugh, and we have a good time. We introduced my family to her family before we married, of course, and that was a huge success. It just was a really big deal to me to have that piece of it, and it's, you know, clear why Lisa's who she is because of her mom and dad, and, you know, they're great people, so.
And family was very important to you as well. And share what you and I were talking about when I was shopping in the store when you said that about the families, though, like how oftentimes you do not see two sets of families get along so well.
Yeah.
Will you share what you were sharing with me?
Yes. So I think it's great how Chris's parents, like he said, they're a small family, and they would open up their house in Maine, and we would do Christmases in Maine. So here comes, you know, 14 of us flying up to Maine, staying at their house. You know, we cut down the Christmas tree and everything, and, you know, we all get along. You know, it's great. So all the in-laws get along. So my sister-in-law and her family, we open their family into our house, and everyone gets along. There's no one, it's never like, oh God, oh my God, so-and-so is coming, or, oh, you know, we don't get along. Every extended, you know, in-law and family gets along.
There's a Christmas parties at Lisa's mom's house. There'll be 30, 40 people there, and I mean, everybody's just having a good time.
Well, clearly the two of you are very compatible and you make each other laugh and adorable. But do you feel that having the strong sense of family, though, has helped your relationship and your marriage?
Very much so.
Yeah, both of our parents were married early. They were married, and again, we lost my dad in September of 2020. And
so sorry.
No, it's okay. Thank you. But like until then, it was mom and dad, and Lisa's mom and dad have been married since they were very young, and we had a lot to live up to, you know, and a lot to learn from and see. So we're trying to introduce that to our kids. And
when we got married, when we said our vows, we invited our parents up to the altar.
Oh.
To
that gave me honestly gave me chills. Really.
Yep. We saw that at a wedding, and Chris and I looked at one another. We're like, we love that idea because we want to live by them, you know, by the.
Yeah, what better foundation than that, you know? So.
And so, you guys, when you did get married, how long did you date before you got married?
2 years.
About 2 years. And was the proposal a surprise?
Huge.
Okay, what happened? What happened?
So, asked Lisa's father, took him fishing, we had a good time, and he was like, I'm so proud that, you know, you did this and love it. Buy the ring, and so I was invited on their family trip to the Bahamas. So the mission for me was like, because we love water and we love being on the boat, and so we're trying to figure out how to do this, and I go to I'm looking for a bathing suit that has a zipper pocket, right? So that wasn't easy. So I finally found one, and it's like, you know, got flowers or something on it, and I show up, and I'm wearing this bathing suit every day with the ring in the zipper on the boat, at the beach, and all over the place. And so the idea was just for the right minute. Well, every day, my niece,
young nieces and nephews, and they're like, Uncle, you know, like, Aunt Lisa, Mr. Chris.
So opportunity squashed. So it's like the last day, and my father looks at me, he's like, what's going on here? And I'm like, oh, I got it.
The same bathing suit.
So we're in the water, and we're like maybe chest deep, and I'm fumbling down here, and I get the ring out, and I ask her, and
has the ring on his pinky and in the water. I'm like, oh my God! And he goes, calm down. You don't need to like freak out anyone. So he proposed.
And Lisa's dad came out and he said, finally, fella, you got it done.
It's about time. Let's go have a drink.
That is adorable. So was the family watching? Or
yes, they were all on except my mom. And my mom's like, I'm always the last to know. she was with my niece, who was little. I mean, gosh, how old was?
Maybe 4 or 5.
No, younger. I think she was like a baby. Like she was still in diapers. So maybe like a toddler. So, but anyway, So we had to go, like, get back on the boat, go pick her up, and went to the bar to go celebrate.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so then when did you get married? Did you wait a whole year? Did you have?
We did, because trying to find a date and a place and everything. So I told my parents I wanted to get married in the Bahamas, where he proposed. My dad's like, that's a great idea. My mom's like, absolutely not. So our grandmothers were still alive at the time. They're like, they're not gonna fly over here. I was like, okay, fine. So we got married in Tampa.
So, you know, we went a little backwards on the show because we talked about the beautiful family moment and how you both had both your parents come up when you guys got married. Your two girls now are how old?
15 and 16.
And do you feel, I mean, to me, I mean, the example, right, that you're setting for them, they see their parents like just full of such joy and love.
We think it's funny. They might think it's funny.
I personally think parenting is hard. It's hard, you know, we have great role models. It's hard to live up to half of what they were able to accomplish. It's just a different time with distractions and phones and life. And I wonder how, like, I think back when I was a kid, why it's so busy, you know? So we try to keep a finger on that pulse, but it's tough. I mean, one kid's going this way, one kid's going that way, and we're trying to maintain.
We still do family dinners.
Yeah, we try to maintain our relationship as a priority, because I think we both agree if we're solid, it's easier to tackle some of the outside world problems. So, you know, we have each other's back, but it's tough.
Yeah.
So date night is important, you're saying, like when you guys try to do things together and you still have family dinners as well, as much as you can. I know it's very hard with sports,
right?
Too, you know, when you have two very active girls. So as we close out the show, what advice would you give to other couples?
I think the most important thing is that Lisa has my back and I have her back. I always, like, the kids will try to wedge and divide. You can sense that immediately. I will never, you know, I always have her back, and I will never falter or go against anything she says. So I think that consistency is important, and showing joy for each other is important, especially to girls. They see that, you know, they kind of, stop kissing, and you know, I make a point to make it, you know, kind of in their face and show them that that's what affection's about, and you know, it's a beautiful thing. So
it is a beautiful thing. What would you say?
Obviously laughter and communication. Really try not to go to bed angry, and always pep the person, you know, pep your spouse up. And
she does a good job of
that. And I always tell him too, another thing, he owns 3 different businesses, and I'm always like, you have to go with your gut. You have to go with your gut. So, and sometimes he's not finally, but he's like, you're right, I have to go with my gut. So,
yeah, supportive.
Well, you guys are both such a lovely and beautiful couple, and it's been such an honor to have you on Love in America. And again, supporting me in my business with your store,
congratulations.
Thank you guys.
I have some clothes for you to come over.
Yeah, I can't wait. Like when am I going to go shopping again?
You tell me when. You tell me when.
Yeah, we're going to discuss that as soon as we wrap up.
Perfect.
Thanks, guys, so much for watching. We really appreciate it. And remember, if you want a couple that you'd like to recommend for the show, let us know. Stay safe, everyone, and have a great week.
Take care.
The Golden Diamond Source has been in business for nearly 4 decades and is one of the largest family-owned jewelry stores in America.
We have the largest selection of white and fancy colored diamonds and gemstones you'll find anywhere.
We also have private areas for VIP viewings.
Only at the Golden Diamond Source.